Hello and welcome to the Nintendo Network, and the fourth Fighter Pass fighter is here with Terry Bogard, and along with a new fighter comes Spirits. But Terry brings not only spirits from his home game of Fatal Fury, but many spirits that represent many games from the SNK brand. And knowing very little about most, if not all of these games, I was very excited to research them and bring you more information to help appreciate these battles. So prepare for a fighting championship. This is every SNK Spirit battle explained. The Andy Bogard Spirit is represented by Fox while on Delfino Plaza. Fox was most likely used due to Andy having a fire-based ability that engulfs his body in flames to increase the power of his attacks, and the engulfing himself in flames is much like Fox's up special Foxfire. This is a stamina battle, much like a traditional fighting game, and the fighters have reduced jumping abilities to continue with the fighting motif. Delfino Plaza was used to represent Sound Beach, a fighting location in the first Fatal Fury. It also holds significance as Sound Beach is in South Town, the location Andy and his brother Terry met again after Andy left for Japan to train. Pasta from Fatal Fury 2 plays. The Joe Higashi Spirit is represented by Incineroar while on Congo Falls. Incineroar was chosen because of his neutral special Darkest Lariat, which causes Incineroar to spin around, and not only does Joe have a move called Double Cyclone, but has the nickname Hurricane Upper. He also starts the battle with an ore club that produces a twister to shoot at you to go along with that as well. Congo Falls was chosen most likely due to Joe living and spending most of his time in Thailand, and although I admittedly know very little about Thailand, when I googled it, a lot of pictures showed forest and jungle-y, so that kind of works. This is a stamina battle where your jumping is nerfed to give you the feel of a Fatal Fury game. A new poem that South Thailand wants to tell from Fatal Fury 2 plays. The Kim Kaplan Spirit is represented by Ken Masters, along with a giant King Dedede and a tiny Ridley. Ken was used as Kim is a master of Taekwondo and uses kicks and knee strikes a lot, much like Ken. On top of that, Ken's kicks and knee strikes are buffed. The King Dedede and Ridley represents the criminal pair of Chang and Choi, with Chang being a large rotund man like Dedede and Choi being more small with those sharp claws like Ridley. And yes, he looks a lot like Freddy Krueger, and I only say that because someone will mention in the comments if I don't. I also don't know why they wanted a Freddy Krueger looking character in a fighting game, but I mean, I think he's been in one of the Mortal Kombats, so yeah, still kind of weird, not a big fan of Krueger. Anyways, in the King of Fighters, Kim takes it upon himself to rehabilitate the two criminals, and they eventually do, becoming loyal to Kim. While in the King of Fighters Stadium, everyone's jumps reduced, as Let's Go to Seoul from Fatal Fury 2 plays. The Geese Howard Spirit is represented by a Mii Brawler. At first I wondered why a villain for Terry was named Geese. As geese are one of nature's most evil creatures, yeah, it's actually a kind of perfect name. The Brawler is wearing a business suit and a Princess Zelda wig. The wig is to represent Geese's long blonde hair, and the suit represents him as the CEO of the Howard Connection. Oh, and a mob boss of sorts. The Brawler was chosen as Geese uses a lot of throws, counters, and locks in his fighting style, and this brawl has the side special suplex to fit that theming. Its throws are also buffed. You fight on the Omega form of Forsyth to represent Southtown where he lives and his skyscraper resides. It is also the location of your fight with him in the last round of the first Fatal Fury. This stamina battle gives you a reduced jumping abilities as Soy Sauce for Geese from Fatal Fury special plays. The Ryo Sakazaki Spirit is represented by a Mii Brawler with an Isaac wig to be his hair and an orange fighter uniform, and this looks like Super Saiyan Goku. There, we finally have Goku in Smash. But the outfit really does look like Ryo. You fight on Suzaku Castle, a nod to how Ryo was created as a homage to Ryu. It is a stamina battle, and you have reduced jump abilities, and the Brawler will get powerful final smashes during the fight, nodding to Ryo's strength. Art of Fight from Art of Fighting plays. The Kyo Kusanagi Spirit is represented by Captain Falcon, along with a Pikachu and Donkey Kong. Captain Falcon was used not only for his hands-on close combat like Ryo, but his fire attacks like Falcon Punch and Falcon Kick represent Kyo's pyrokinesis abilities. The Pikachu and Donkey Kong represent Kyo's teammates from the King of Fighters tournament. Goro Damien, who with his large frame and raw strength is perfect for Donkey Kong, and Benimaru Nakadio, who uses electrokinesis, making Pikachu a great choice for his representation. You battle it out on the King of Fighters Stadium while their fire and explosion abilities are buffed, and you can guess jumping is nerfed again. Eska from King of Fighters 2 plays. The Iroi Yagami Spirit is represented by a pair of wolves while on Reset Bomb Forest. Wolves are most likely used to his martial arts specialty in the clawing martial arts, and will slash at his opponents, much like Wolf does. Another nod is to the Riot of the Blood, which causes Iori to gain power, but almost loses himself in a more feral form, but will still have his lust to defeat his rival. So I'm thinking a werewolf thing is the mindset for here for Wolf. This is a stamina battle where your jumps are reduced as Stormy Saxophone 2 from King of Fighters 96 plays. The Haohmaru spirit is represented by a Mii sword fighter while wearing the Takamaru wig and outfit, as both Takamaru and Haohmaru are both samurais. I think I pronounced those all correct, but those are a lot of Marus in a row. You fight it out on Gerudo Valley, which is sure to represent a stage from the Samurai Showdown series, but I couldn't find one that was too similar and relates to him. Sword items commonly spawn, and the sword fighter's attacks are buffed as well. Gaia from Samurai Showdown plays. The Nakaruru spirit is represented by Zelda and a tiny Falco. Falco represents Nakaruru's pet hawk, Mama Haha, and saying that out loud might be the weirdest thing I've ever done. Sword items will commonly spawn as she is a samurai as well. Her attack power is buffed while you fight it out on Yoshi's Island, in particular the winter season. This was used as her stage is a winter-based one with animals cheering her on. I do fear one of these bears are going to attack me if I attempt to defeat her in battle. This stamina battle has her theme, Banquet of Nature from Samurai Showdown playing. The Athena Asamiya spirit is represented by Palutena and Richter. Richter represents C. Kinso, Athena's friend from Psycho's Soldier. The pair will favor their special moves as they would use their psycho powers in the game to battle evil. You fight in Mushroomy Kingdom to nod to their old game being a side-scroller. Also perhaps a desert stage in the game. I couldn't find one, but it doesn't mean an old school game didn't have one. The overseas version of the Psycho Soldier theme plays. The Rolf and Clark spirit is represented by two snakes while battling on Garo Plains. Rolf and Clark hail from the run-and-gun game Ikari Warriors. As the run-and-gun name suggests, there is tons of shooting and blasting with explosions, making Snake perfect for the pair. Garo Plain represents the forest plain-like areas you run and shoot on. Exploding type items commonly spawn, shooting type items are increased in power, and they start with a super scope. Ikari from King of Fighters 14 plays. And that is every SNK spirit battle, and wow, there's some deep lore in there. Really, really deep lore. I was kind of shocked. And I barely scratched the surface, and even though I'm not that big into traditional fighters, I would strongly recommend anyone who is to check these games out and the storylines involved. A lot of them are on the Switch eShop. It is easy to see how Sakurai could be a fanboy over Terry, and that love translates into these spirit battles. Thank you for watching the Nintendo Network. What is your favorite SNK spirit battle? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider helping me out on Patreon. As always, this is the Nintendo Network, signing off.